Oh, hi, Rich Keeble here, and welcome back to my channel. If you don't know who I am, I'm an actor who runs recreationally and apparently now makes YouTube videos. Now, if you're wondering why I'm speaking in that voice you put on when you're phoning in sick for work, it's because I'm a bit ill, and this is my first run in a few days. Maybe I shouldn't even be out, but I felt like it. Yes, I've been ill for a couple of days. It's the 27th of December for me. No idea what it is for you. That's the magic of television. I might even be dead by the time you see this. Imagine that. So I'm still in Poland, visiting my in-laws. But yes, since I ran Here Park Run, don't forget to check out the video for that. I haven't actually done a run because I haven't felt like it. Anyway, yes, in this video I'm just going to talk to you about my marathon plans. And that plan is, I said plans and now I've gone into the singular, that plan is to run a 3-hour 10 marathon at Brighton in April 2024. So, why have I chosen 3:10? There's a few reasons. Let me tell you them in the order they occur to me. Firstly, VDOT tells me I could do it. I put in my recent 5k time, 1950, and that's what comes out. And also, luckily, the training paces are all kind of in the ballpark of where I appear to be fitness-wise, which is good. The second reason, or another reason, is it's a good for age time for London Marathon. Because I'm so old and I'm in my mid-40s, 3:10 is a good for age time. I think it was 3:15 last year, but they put it up recently. The third reason, or another reason, is that it will be a Boston qualifier. In fact, 3:20 is the current Boston qualifying time for my age group, so that'll be good. I'm not sure I will be financially stable enough to fly to America and run a marathon at the moment, but it'd be nice to qualify. And another reason is simply it would be a massive PB and would put me in good stead to maybe try and run sub 3 hours at the next marathon I do. Why am I not trying sub 3 now? Well, I think that would just be a little bit too aspirational and I'll just put too much pressure on myself. So I've run 2 marathons now. I did Brighton in 2022. I did the Garmin intermediate 16-week training plan. That was when I was filming Good Omens up in Scotland. But I managed to fit all the runs in, most of them. And I managed 3:53, which was pretty good because naivety, even though I did the training plan, I didn't really train with an actual pace in mind. So on the day I sort of went up too fast, blew up after about 25 to 30k I think, had to walk a few times, managed to get some energy back in the final 5k to get in under 4 hours, so pretty good. Following year I did Manchester, which was this year, depending on when you watch this video. That's the magic of television. I trained using a 12-week plan from Manchester Marathon themselves, advanced version. Actually trained at a proper goal pace, was a bit better with my nutrition, and actually managed to run the whole thing and did it in 3:39. So big improvement there. Now the difference with those 2 marathons and this one is that both of those I pretty much started training from nothing. When I started my Brighton training, I hadn't been running much at all in the lead up to it, and of course I hadn't run a marathon at all at that point. Fast forward a year to Manchester this year, I had run a marathon by that point. I was clearly a lot fitter. I'd managed to get my first sub 25k, but annoyingly I had a bit of Achilles issues So I took a month off running, and then the reason I did a 12-week plan is because it was a bit of a, to quote Jimmy Nesbitt on a job we did together a few weeks ago, it was a bit of a kick bollocks scramble. Whereas this one, I'm in a much better position, because despite me being a bit ill the last few days, I haven't got injured. I'm back in kind of 20-minute 5k shape. Did a couple of sub-20 park runs recently. I PB the Great South Run, got my 10-mile time down to 72 minutes, and I've been base building. You know, I've done like 3 months of consistent 50k a week running, so I should be in a much better starting point than I was at the last 2 marathons. And of course I've also done 2 marathons, so in keeping with that, I'm doing a much more aggressive training plan. Now, funnily enough, one of my more popular videos on this channel, in hindsight, has a bit of a clickbaity title, but for Manchester I wanted to use the Ben Parks Advanced Marathon Level 4 plan, but because I'd hurt myself and taken a month off running, I had to sack that off because I couldn't build up the mileage in time. So this time I'm actually going to try and do that plan. Now, that plan is a lot more aggressive because the first week, which is this week, is about 55k, I think, 30 something miles. And then the peak week, I think it's literally 100 kilometers. Yeah, a lot more mileage, which I'm hoping would translate to faster time if I can pull it off. Now, this advanced plan does have a lot of long runs in it. I think there's 4 weeks in a row where it's literally, I don't know, a 32k run, a 35k run. There's even a 37k run in there. It's possible I may cut some of those short. I think I'll just see how I feel. I mean, in the 100k week, if me chopping a 37k run down to 32 or even 30 means that a 100k week becomes a 95 or even a 90k week, I think I can probably live with that. What's good about Ben's plan is that he gives a range of kind of training paces which kind of tie it with the VDOT. He gives you a kind of a rough guide for your easy pace. I'll probably run a bit slower than that, to be honest. Tempo threshold, interval pace, and your goal race pace. Another reason why I sort of chose the 310 is because all those paces kind of fit in with where I'm at. So basically everything's kind of pointing to where I think I can do a 310 marathon. Now, the only slight negative is this is week 1 of my marathon training, and because I'm a bit ill, I have sort of missed one of the runs. Probably not going to fit them all in today. I might not do the full run on the chart. It's supposed to be 10k easy, but you know, if I do like 7 or 8k, maybe I'll leave it at that, just because I've been a bit ill. I've wrapped up a bit extra warm. I think I'm a bit too hot, but luckily, because I've got the experience of having run 2 marathons, I'm a bit more relaxed about it, meaning that, you know, if I have a bit of a weird first week, don't quite hit the mileage, it's not the end of the world. I am doing the Krakow New Year's Eve race, or New Year's Eve, funnily enough, well, at midday, so hopefully I'll be fine for that. I might do Ticket Park Run again, I don't know. A lot of dogs around here. But yeah, that's it really. That's the plan. 3-hour 10 marathon at the age of 45, which I will be when I run it. So yeah, if you're interested in that sort of thing, Don't forget to like and subscribe. You can check out this playlist that will have the next episode in this series, and perhaps if you haven't seen it already, perhaps you can check out this video which shows my Tihi Park Run winning attempt. Okay, I'll see you around.